and the stud pile looks active. Yep, it's bigger than it was last time I came. That is wonderful. That means there will most likely be a lot of activity on my trail. So now I just have to exchange it. I'm going to leave it here. I want to leave it up here for a few weeks just to see if there's any pattern. Trail cam is all ready for another week or so of monitoring this stud pile. Wild horse country, open woodland. Let's see where this little trail takes us. There's all these trails crisscrossing this area and making it much easier access, and I think some of them could date back to like pioneer days 100 years ago, but a lot of them are being maintained, my guess, by hunters. Wow, there's lots of country back here. Tons and tons and tons of country back here. And here we are, up by the bluff. It's very beautiful up here. I just want to show you just how stunning it is here. How big the country is. So that's the Takhini River, and the trail goes all the way along there and then eventually heads off into the trees again and out to the highway. But I'm going to backtrack today. I want to see whether or not they leave the gate open or not, and also see if I can find the wetland. So it is just so amazing here. This is why I love the Yukon. Thought I heard a bit of a crack in the trees back there, like some large animal is back there. So, who knows, maybe one of the horses is actually watching me right now. There's also elk that live here, and buffalo. I've seen the elk, but I haven't seen the buffalo. I've seen a little bit of sign of buffalo, but nothing fresh. Elk, though, there are tons and tons and tons of elk that live in here, and also bears. And the bears weren't here earlier in the year, but now we've got a lot of berries in this area right now. So I'm seeing lots of bear sign, so I have to watch out a little bit now. It's just so beautiful. I love most about the Yukon is we have so much wilderness. So much open space, no people. I love that. That makes up for 6 months of winter and minus 40 for a month. Last winter was really hard. Most winters aren't that bad though. They're just very, very long. My favorite spot in all of the Yukon. Takhini River Valley. Not just gorgeous, it's also got wild horses, elk, and bison, and lynx, fox, coyote, wolves, and bears. And then it's got this incredible scenery. So beautiful. And just having the horses here adds more interest. So every time you go out, you have a purpose. And it's always discovery. So speaking of discovery, I better get back to the car, see if I can find that mythical wetland. Hopefully I won't learn that this isn't a warren of roads around here and I get hopelessly lost. But I don't think so. There are not that many roads in here. It will eventually take me somewhere. No luck with the wetland though. We'll worry about that another time. At least I know where the trails go and how they work. So that's done. Didn't find the wetland, didn't get to put out my trail cam. So instead I'm going to go and check on my other trail cam, exchange cards. Very pretty road. And I just have to drive along it for a short stretch and then we'll come across the next trail cam. So here's the trail cam. Just going to have a check on this stud pile to see if there's been any activity. But no, nothing. I don't think I will have gotten any horses unless they just happen to come here. I think the stud pile is being kind of wrecked because ATVs are starting to... last time I recorded ATVs coming up and down here, so maybe that's disrupted the stud pile enough to make them not want to use it anymore. But we'll see what the trail cam has. I think I'm actually going to take the trail cam away. This isn't a good spot. Yeah, I'm going to take the whole thing with me. Put it somewhere else. Take it with me. This isn't a good spot. But then I might be surprised. You'll see what the camera says. But the last time I took the camera, last time I exchanged cards, all I got was foxes, a coyote, and a lynx, which is kind of cool, but all at night, and this camera has pretty lousy night vision, plus it squishes everything. So that was some very strange looking animals. But still, it's kind of cool to know that they live along here. So, I think I'm going to put out one more trail cam, and then another stud pile. Nothing active though, nothing recent. And then head on off home, and then make a plan for the next time I'm out. I think I'm going to explore that back country a bit more, because that's where I'll find new horses. But I do want to see how Tiger Lily is doing, so I'll put out a trail cam for her. So let's see if there's any fresh horse sign. Oh yeah, I see footprints. Yeah, lots of footprints. This is a very heavily used game trail. I love these old fences. It's very hard to dig in the ground here, and that's why they created these types of fences. And they're everywhere, and they really make you think of pioneer days. Looks like this trail continues along here. Now this trail is actually more heavily used. I'm going to go down this trail for a little bit. Nice big pile of poop. Now where will we put our camera? Got a few choices. Alright, trail cam all set. Should hopefully focus nicely on that stud pile. We'll see what we get in a few days' time. But now we're going to call it quit. We're going to go home, and we're going to have a look and see what our trail cams got us, if they got us anything at all. But it's always exciting. You just never know. Sort of like gambling. You can hit the jackpot or you get nothing. But it's always exciting to check. Your puppy-ish again too. You got a stick. Brookie got a stick. Brookie got a stick. Brookie got a stick. So now we're at the moment of truth. Did we actually get anybody? And so this is the footage we got from the place where I thought Darius would most likely show up. But it looks like we have the stallion group, the bachelor group. So here's our beautiful Sundance, checking out the stud pile. He's very drafty. I keep wondering if his father was a draft horse that somebody else photographed a few years ago. There he goes, having a poop. And now we have a bay horse. That's probably Griffin, because he runs with the bachelor group. So it only takes 30 seconds at a time, and unfortunately it kind of squishes things. But at least it shows me that somebody was here. There we got. I'm pretty sure that's Griffin. And then that's, of course, Sundance. Sundance is easy to tell. But the bays all look very alike. And now we've got another bay. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's Moonshadow. No problem. I'm pretty sure it's, I should actually check, because Griffin has two white hind legs. So let's see if I can see them when he walks off. Yes, 1, 2. Yep, the core group, Griffin, Moonshadow, and Sundance. But where is Skywalker? A little bit worried about Skywalker because he has an injury. So let's see who's here. Looks like moon shadow again. Yeah, because Skywalker had a really bad injury. I hope he's alright. He's almost always with his bachelor band. Makes me a little bit worried. Usually they heal quite well from those sort of injuries, and he was looking good a few weeks ago when the wound was still fresh. No Skywalker. I hate it when this happens, because he's always with this little group of horses. Oh well, I'll just have to set out more trail cams and see if I can find him. We have a few more, but I have a feeling these are not going to be in anything. Aha! Elk. We have lots and lots of elk that live along here. We've got an elk. Got another elk, and this one with a collar. And there's one more here. Now, sometimes the camera gets triggered by just a moving tree or something. So, yeah, that's probably what happened here. Let me just fast forward a bit. No, I don't see anything. So it's a little bit worrisome. No Skywalker. I'm worried about that, but hopefully he'll show up in one of the other trail cams or in person. Really fond of Skywalker. He's one of my favorites. But he did have a very worrisome wound, so hopefully he's still alright. I got a little guy watching me. Hey, I know. You want to come out again? But I got somebody else running free. I can't let you out yet. Yep, so I just have to hope he turns up in one of the other trail cams. Let's see what the other camera got. The other camera. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be very much here. This is the car. Let's just go backwards. Oh. This trail cam, I've just come across a lot of small predators. Lynx. Oh, wait a moment. Sundance! Haha! We got Sundance. This is a very poor quality trail cam, so my guess is that the whole group trotted by. It just didn't trigger the camera soon enough. So Sundance was here. That's kind of cool because I got him on the other trail cam too. I'll have to see how many days apart it is because it's quite a distance actually. Nothing on this one. Just triggered by something. You know, sometimes you wonder if a horse ran by and it just didn't get it. This one is the same. Oh, there's a hunter or somebody. Also get humans on here. It's not quite hunting season yet, unless I'm mistaken and hunting season is starting. So we got a hunter. I wonder if he'll see my trail cam. I doubt it though. Trail cams are pretty well camouflaged. Yeah, I don't think he'll see it. And the fox, I bet you it's the same fox that keeps showing up on this trail cam. And anything here? I don't really know what triggered, or something went by really fast that triggered it. It's gone. Go right to the beginning. Nope. Nothing. And then over here. Oh, a coyote. Huh, during the daytime. Marking territory. Yeah. This trail usually it's just small predators. Along here. Oh, it's raining. That's what triggered it. And there you can see it's windy, and that's what triggered it. Sometimes that happens. These are really pathetic trail cams. So we actually learnt quite a lot from these trail cams. One is that there's a potential that Skywalker is in trouble. I really hope he's not. I'm very fond of that horse. and I'm going to really look forward to seeing what we get in the rest of the trail cams to make sure he's okay, and also know that the little bachelor band is in Darius's area and checking out Darius's stud pile, and Darius wasn't there, but I left that trail cam where it was, so I should see in a week's time what's what. And it's also kind of neat, I need to look at the dates because the stallion group ranges quite far, so much further than it seems the mare groups do. So I'll have to see what the dates are, and then I know that they went from A to B in a given amount of time. So it's amazing how much you can learn from trail cams. And trail cams are one of the main ways that you study these horses because they are just way too shy. Salt River horses, whoever goes and photographs and films those has a really easy time because they're not shy of people at all. But our horses are, and also we have very few horses and they're spread far and wide. So you're lucky to see them in person, but trail cams are a wonderful way to get around that problem. So hopefully Skywalker will turn up in a future trail cam. I like that horse, but he did have a pretty bad injury. Looked like it was quite deep. But it wasn't bad enough to make him lame, but it's all a matter of does infection set in or not. Looked nice and clean and open, but yeah, hopefully he's alright.